Hi, I'm Trish from Chromatical. I'm a colourful digital marketing specialist who's so excited to share my 10 years of marketing knowledge and experience with fellow creatives like you. I've done a lot these past 10 years. I've built shops and blogs, ran courses, created marketing strategies for businesses big and small, and that's just to name a few. Marketing is my entire world, so if you're here because you want to market your brand a little bit differently, a little bit more colourfully, then you're in the right spot. Let's start. Today I want to talk about following and unfollowing rates, because I get an obscene amount of people talk to me about my Instagram followings dropping off. So many people are unfollowing me, unfollow. So I wanted to address it because it's such a topical thing with all these apps going around about finding out who unfollows you and all of that sort of thing. I have one, I just don't really check it anymore because it's a super negative thing to find out. It's really disheartening to see people unfollow you. But what I wanted to really talk about is that it's actually a positive thing when people unfollow you. It sounds stupid, so bear with me, but basically, so a bit of how Instagram works is, as you would have heard of engagement rate, I'm sure, it's basically how many people have liked and commented on your posts during a certain time frame versus how many people are actually following you. So by working out that engagement rate, if there's people following you who aren't engaging with you at all, they're just stalking you, then you don't really want them following you anyway, because they're lowering your engagement rate. They're part of that number of people who are following you who aren't engaging with you, which means that by them lowering your engagement rate, your photo is getting less visibility to the people who are following you and who do want to see what you have to offer. So by letting them go, letting them on their merry way, it's good because it means that more of the right people are following you and they're dropping off and the new ones and the right ones are coming on who might drop off. There's always going to be a constant churn of people following social media accounts, but you always should be glad because it means that you're clearing out the crap and bringing on the good who are likely to engage, likely to buy from you or book with you, and that's what you want. You want them to clear themselves out. Why would you want someone booking out a table at your restaurant who's just going to sit there and not buy anything? That's exactly the same. They're filling up a table space where someone else couldn't come in. Now, I know that with followers, people can still keep coming in. It's not holding up a seat for you, but it's restricting if they can see it or not. So let them go, let them on their merry way, but also, I had a point about that. The other thing that I really wanted to mention about these people leaving is that it's normal. It's so normal. In my questionnaire that I send all of my clients, so many people talk about they're so upset because they're getting so much drop off. Now, there will always be people dropping off. The biggest businesses have so much drop off because they're a bigger business with more following. The smaller business will have a smaller drop off, but in the scheme of things, it's usually a pretty average drop off rate for most people in each industry. I get such a big drop off. Every business will get drop off of followers. It's just completely normal. It's not you. I mean, if you're getting an obscene amount of drop off, then that's another story, but definitely look into what the normal unfollow rate is for people in your industry, because you'll often find it's normal. And by just getting a bit of a benchmark and a bit of a real understanding instead of just that internal freak out that it's all you and you're doing the worst and why is everyone following me, look at what is happening with everybody else, because you'll actually find you might be doing better than them or doing quite well, and not having as much of a drop off as the average. So the issue is then onboarding the new followers and the good followers and the ones that are going to follow and going to engage and going to become lifelong followers, you hope. But even if you find the best followers, some of them will still drop off, some of them will come on, some of them will drop off. It's just the Instagram game, and it'll continue, and it's good when they go and it's good when the good ones come in, and you've just got to fight for making epic content so that the best ones stay. And that's why you've got to keep engaging with people who do chat with you, so that they have a reason to hang around, that they love following you, they love seeing what you do. So create epic content, photo and copy wise, so that people are interested in following, less likely to drop off, and engage with them and make them a place that people want to stay. But remember, people will still always drop off, because you can't make everyone happy. You can't make a photo that makes everyone smile. You can't service everyone. Sometimes people delete their accounts. Sometimes people do a big cull. Sometimes they've grown out of you, or they've followed you for needing you for a purpose, and then they no longer need you for that anymore, so they unfollow. There's so many reasons why people unfollow you. It might not be personal, but you've just got to remember that it will always happen. It's always quite substantial, the amount of people that can unfollow you at a time, but it'll just always happen. So I just don't want you to think that it's you. I don't want you to think it's personal, and I want you to stop looking at these apps, stop following who's unfollowing you, because it's disheartening. It makes you sad, and it sucks your energy out to what you could be doing something positive for. So you could be, focusing on making that epic content to do good things, instead of thinking that you're a bit crap because people are unfollowing you. So they don't care. They've left. They don't care. Just worry about the new people and the new stuff, and looking after them so that they stick around. It's always nice to have that vanity metric. So I was so stoked to hit 5,000 followers. It's still a cool, fun thing, but it's hard, and it's a really big challenge to get there, with a lot of work involved and a lot of unfollowers along the way, because I changed, I grew, I changed lots over the time. I changed my hair color. People unfollow you when you change your hair color. People unfollow you for any reason. So you can't actually know why they unfollow you, but oh my god, I had a big drop off when I changed my hair color. I don't know, maybe because I was posting about my hair. You just don't know why. So don't worry about it. Focus on the people who love your hair color, or whatever you're posting about, and just keep posting, keep doing it. Know that it's normal. I keep saying that, I know, but know it's normal, because it is. And yes, that vanity metric is great, and you don't want that loss of followers. I totally get it, but everyone's losing them, everyone's gaining them. It's a constant back forward. But if you post good things, if you get great engagement and commenting back and forward, you'll start to slowly increase a little bit. It's like paying off a mortgage a little bit. You pay a bit and you're like, woo, paid it. And then the interest comes out and you're like, oh, I've gone back a bit, back a big chunk. And you just keep going back and forward, but you end up paying off your mortgage, eventually. But it's the same with growing your following. So don't give up, keep going. Don't be disheartened by the unfollows. Delete the apps. And I'll leave it there, because I think I've lectured you enough for today. All right, that's all. I'm Trish from It's Chromatical on Instagram. Oh, Chris is just home. I can hear the dogs. It's Chromatical on Instagram, or chromatical.com.au, where I offer a ton of marketing sessions. And that's it. Stop following. Stop checking your unfollowing. All right.